inside, in the muscles and connective tissue, it can be related to kind of older issues. There it is. There's our friend, the clicking.
I always think that like dry sensation in the muscles. Have you ever like had an orange and there's like part of the orange that's like all dry and weird and then the rest of the orange is totally normal? Mm-hmm. It feels like that dry spot in the orange to me.
Okay, we're going to use another tool here for a different area for the heels. Something bigger like this, you could rest in the base of your hand and then use, the power from here. Are you comfortable with me holding you?
My knees need a little more support, like if you go higher.
That's, and there?
Mm-hmm.
Does that feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If she's too, if her ankle or her calcaneus are too wobbly in this position, I'll just not lift her as much and just lift a little bit. Because I wanted to get some, see this is just, see how it's going to absorb all the pressure. So instead I'm just going to not lift her as far. That was a knee thing. And just sink in like so. So what technique does this look like we're doing?
The thumb worm.
Exactly. So it's the same effect as the inchworm, but we're using a tool instead of repeated with our joints. And there's a tighter spot right here.
Do you feel like you can have as much sensory input with the massage while you're using the tool?
I do. It takes a little practice, but we have a lot of proprioceptors, and so all my proprioceptors are still engaged with like how much give is there in an area. Mm-hmm. And also you can use your hand around it to feel what's going on.
It feels very light on the heel.
Uh-huh.
Zefire, when you're using tools in massage like this, are you just going in without asking them if they like tools, or do you ask them permission to use these tools on their feet?
That's a great question. I ask before I do any kind of technique they're not expecting. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because the tool is colder than her hands.
Their hands.
Thank you.
Than their hands.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Thank you, client, for bringing that up. There's a lot of ways we also warm the tools. So right over there we've got a beautiful salt warmer, and I have a little luggage suitcase thing that's a warmer. So when I do cupping or stones or whatever, I keep them warm in that. And we've got them for every station. We can even turn them on right now if you want to kind of warm up your tools. But there's these little travel suitcases that are just for warming stones and things, and it's kind of like a secret bonus that you get to learn that it's lovely to do that for the cups as well.
I never considered warming up the cups.
Oh gosh, they feel so nice.
I bet.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to open this up a little bit. And again, you can really walk all the zones like that and apply what you already know. Just consider the areas that need more pressure. You might consider a heavier tool. And for the areas that are more precise, you might consider a smaller, more precise tool. So just as one more example, working the spine reflex right along this edge is nice to be very precise with it, getting all the way in this head and neck region. And so, you might use a little precise tool for something like that. Or if you want, kind of a medium tool. Again, we don't want to slide on the client, so that could be a matter of, do you kind of have your hands, your fingers on the skin right there to stabilize? Do you use your other hand to stabilize? And I always err on the side of caution, so I'm kind of easing in, watching the client's breath, and then I can check in. I feel like it's too light, but I don't want to have her react against what I'm doing. I don't want to ever cross. So I'm getting a little closer now, and how's that pressure on that?
It feels really good.
Beautiful. If you ever cross that line and they tell you it's too deep, make sure that you not only pull away right away, say you're sorry and soothe it out, rather than just make a tiny adjustment. So, you make it happy again. And then you can come back to it, but lighter. Questions about these tools? Can we stop? All right. Let's see.